And welcome back, everyone, to 31 of our Darkmoon Diary adventure.
I like the flowers, though.
Eat them. But God, that was so dark. I was not expecting that. Oh, this one's drowning.
Yeah, the little forest dude.
So it's both. Is it talking cutscene?
No.
Damn it. I'm going back in. Nay, my lady, exhausted as thou art, thou wouldst only endanger thyself. I prithee, rest a moment. There was nothing where we looked. Glaciered. They were looking for us. They suck. Dear gods, were it not for Sorbonne's blessing, but I need not labor the point. I am glad to see you safe and well, my friend. Have you any idea how worried we were to wash up on the shore only to find you weren't with us? Oh, but I'm forgetting. Here's your crown, your majesty. The fop kept that part of the bargain at least. We get the crown. While there were certain twists and turns, our work here is done, with everyone none the worse for wetness. Oh, thank goodness you're still here. Saloon, is something amiss? A great big mob of mortals is marching to Ilmeg. Mortals with ugly weapons and uglier faces. They wouldn't happen to be your friends, would they?
Do we look ugly to
Rather
you?
the reverse, I fear. The Yomoran army at a guess. Meaning, we can play with them?
Play to your heart's desire.
As much
Turn
as
them
you
into
like.
your children.
But just to be sure, I will return with you to confirm their identities. If they are who we suspect, we will require your aid. If Alfino is coming, then Alice will be too, yes? Can't have one without the other, you know? Oh god, that's creepy.
It's so dark.
Alright. Just remember, we're not your playmates this time. I'm afraid we must leave the rest of the relic hunt in your hands. Oh, we could be sassy as F. Oh, it's garbage today. We don't have any garbage anyway.
The pizza boxes,
That's
the
okay.
garbages themselves that haven't been emptied.
Next week. That's a next week thing. What will you say? It's fine. Defeating the Light Warden would always have fallen to me. Perhaps. But I would feel better if we were there to assist you. Back to cheering you on from afar. See you afterwards, my friend. Oh my god, where did that car come from?
I'm putting you in my trunk.
With our enemies fast approaching, time is of the essence. We must needs accomplish our mission with all possible haste. Of the two remaining bearers of the relics, the New Mu are the nearer. We shall seek them out next. Among the Fey folk, they bear the distinction of having abided in these lands since before the flood. They are also the friendliest to men and have served me faithfully whensoever I have called upon them. Indeed, they are the source of much of the knowledge I've acquired in my time here. The path leadeth past my dwellings, let us away. Also, I don't know if you noticed how many Aether Currents got removed from the game.
Oh no.
So hit travel and then hit Aether Currents and you'll see how many there are now.
In like our newer areas?
In all of them.
Are those the red markered ones?
No, so the green ones are the ones we always go looking for.
Yeah.
So there's 4. There used to be 10.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. So now it's mainly the quest-based ones, and then 4 just searching for them.
Oh well. We do them super quick anyways. I don't see why they had to. Especially as long as you have the lowest flight on, you literally can fly to every current. It's just people are just lazy bum-bums.
What do you mean lowest flight?
Because you don't have to have those aether currents. You can get those after you have the main 4 green ones. The aether currents that we find, the extra ones.
Oh no!
Those are for speed.
No.
Yes.
Are they?
It's for faster flight.
I thought you needed all of them.
No, because we will have flight before we had those other aether currents.
No, we never do. You need all of them to get flight. Yes.
No, look it up.
You need. I am the one who does all of this.
No.
Yes.
No.
You are on drugs.
No.
Stop having drugs.
No.
Drugs are bad. Don't do drugs, kids. Past yonder cliff lied Pla Annie, home of the new moon. The others have gone to scout the way. Come, let us follow. Get in the car. Vroom, vroom. Ooh. We're almost at the point where we get to go to the next place. Do we already have all the aether currents here, by the way?
No. We're missing a few, I think.
Where is this? This is the Omega. Oh no, we've done all our discoverable ones. Yeah, it does not detect anything nearby.
I wonder, who's that random person just standing in the middle of the...
Honestly, Urianger looks so good, though. Kind of jealous. Urianger, please. If the path striketh thee as precipitous, 'tis because it was once a mountain trail. For where the lake now lieth, there was a valley, in whose midst thrived the city of Vober. 'Twas only when the Thoth came, in the wake of the flood, that the settlement was drowned. We stand now upon its former outskirts, grazing lands where shepherds once tended their flocks. Though one cannot help but feel a pang of loss when faced with such a spectacle, one can scarcely blame the Fey folk for so altering the land. The blame for that lieth rightly with the light, a force terrible enough to bring an entire civilization to its knees, an entire world. That it should have been allowed to rise up unchecked is the greater regret. Ooh, dang. Yet, in spite of all the tragedy which surroundeth me, full glad am I for the chance to be here. 'Twas these hands which brought together the warriors of darkness and Minfilia, lest thou forget. Therefore, even were there no 8th umbral calamity to forestall, it seemeth only right that I strive to deliver the first from its doom. Only right, I say, though such words ill convey the strength of my resolve. In truth, I can no more ignore the plight of this world than I can choose to stop breathing, and thus do I labor for those we have lost, for those we can yet save. As deep. The coming struggle promiseth to test us to our limits, but so long as we stand together, I doubt not but that we shall prevail. Aha! Mortals, just as we thought! Hast thou business with us? Business? Ha! Nothing so boring. We smelled you coming and thought we'd come to play. They do not appear to be pixies of Little Rand. Mine apologies, but we are in some haste. Mayhap another day. Oh, in some haste, are you? Then allow me to hasten you on your way. And we've been kidnapped again. Teleportation magic. For a mercy, we were not sent far from our course. Should the pixies find us again, however, they will most assuredly repeat the trick. We have not the time to waste. Let us avail ourselves of an enchantment I have learned. Fey Cloak 'tis called, a most ingenious magic which rendereth one invisible to Fey folk, albeit briefly. Albeit. Not albeit. Albeit. I think that's how you pronounce that. Where is Urianger? Here he is. I should cast the enchantment upon thee. Under its aegis, thou art to make thy way past the pixies and rejoin our comrades. Know, however, that the enchantment shall suffice to avail thee and thee alone. Be not tempted to employ a mount, as it will only serve to give thy presence away. Wait, what? Oh shit. Neo sprint! Come here, wherever you are. So I'm just gonna sprint right on past. Oh snap, they're still looking for us. So one thing that I guess that's really good that Square Enix is doing is because of the server congestion, they're giving everyone bonus days, which honestly I really do appreciate, especially since Scar and I haven't really been able to play for the last week simply because we haven't had time. And Pixies leave with disappointment written on their face. I'm gonna quickly pause this for 1 second. I will be right back. Alright. I just took that short break to quickly go eat a slice of pizza. But here we are, talking to Thinker. I assumed you were right behind us. What took you so long? Well, you see, with these little shits. Excuse me. I see, yes. I'd say that's a valid excuse for lateness. You are hereby forgiven. We needed his forgiveness, apparently. In other news, the new Moo village lies just through here. We'll enter as soon as Urianger deigns to join us. Oh, okay, so that's what this place is. Mortals! Mortals are here! Lots of them! Damn. Imagine waving at someone and they run away screaming in terror. I thought you said the new Moo were man's best friends. Poor thing was beside itself with fear. 'Twas beside itself, perhaps, but not with fear. This is unacceptable! Unacceptable, I tell you, to have so many mortals appear at once. It's more excitement than we can bear. Greetings, Elder Widank. Dear me, it hath been a while. Pray forgive my brevity, But time is against us. We are come to borrow the stone scepter of the new moon. The stone scepter? Then you mean to lift the seal over Lygia? Yeah, we do. That is unacceptable! Unacceptable, I tell you! If the king is set free, none here will be safe. Unlike our Fey cousins, we Numu have called this land our home since time immemorial. Leaving is unthinkable. Thus did full many of us lay down our lives to seal away our king when they were corrupted by light. If we do as you ask, our sacrifice would have been in vain. Easily said for one who hasn't experienced the king's wrath. Honored elder, pray believe me when I say that this man is possessed not only of the strength required to vanquish the king, but of something still more valuable, a means to resist the resultant corruption. Indeed, he hath already laid low the Light Warden of Lakeland, all without succumbing to the influence of its light. He is yet a stranger to this land, 'tis true, that he harboureth the self-same desire to see the Sin Eaters eliminated as we do. Wilt thou not lend us thy hand, that we might see thy beloved home restored to its former glory? Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Oh, it's gonna be extremely awkward if I don't have the mic recording this whole time, but I do, so we're good. That would have really sucked if I didn't. You have always done right by us, Urianger. If you have placed your faith in this man, then so shall we. As you say, we want nothing more than to be rid of the Sin Eaters. Be that as it may, this is not a decision to be made lightly. We require time to deliberate. A turn of the moon, perhaps. We don't have a turn of the moon unless we want to debate this with the Yilmoran army. Elder, given all that is at stake, I cannot well expect thee to simply to roll over and acquiesce to our request. But even now a powerful foe draweth near, and I fear I must beseech thee to hasten thy deliberations, that thou mightst fetch us the scepter while there is yet time to use it. Roll over? Fetch? You know full well that naught gives us greater pleasure than to render aid to men. You know full well, yet you speak the words of power regardless? It's unfair. Unfair, I tell you. In happier times, it was our honor to assist mortals in need and receive rewards befitting our deeds. Since the kingdom of Obert fell, however, we've been starved of man's patronage. After so many years of deprivation, it is difficult to ignore such an earnest entreaty. Very well, Rianger. I promise to give you as swift an answer as I may. In return, I ask that you and yours remain here the while, and bestow upon us your patronage. Is this arrangement agreeable? Okay, not bad. Sniffs at you expectantly. Please don't sniff me. You will offer your patronage to our people too, yes? Let's see. Perhaps you can begin with Marnos. They are one of our foremost artisans. Artisans? It's okay, I can't pronounce some words. Once held in the highest esteem by the Knights of Vobert. With the Knights gone, however, Marnos has had no opportunity to put their skills to use. They would be overjoyed for your patronage. I want to change my glamour, but I can't. Sad life. There's Thancred. There's Scar. One 1,182, 1,183, 1,184. Wait, did I already count that leaf? What? Wait, you're immortal? Huzzah! Huzzah! Well met. Yes, very well met indeed. Have you old and tired arms and armor that are threatening to fall apart at critical junctures in battle? If you answered yes, you've come to the right new moon. I will restore your equipment to pristine condition for payment of a pair of moss fungus legs. Moss fungi roam just outside the cave. Please, please, please give their legs and your patronage to me. Alright. And time to go out and find the moss fungus. Rawr. I love this T-Rex mount. Honestly, if this was a Monster Hunter collab one, I'd be like, imagine riding Anjanath. That would be great. Okay. Moss fungus are dead, so now I can move back. Can't wait till I can actually fly in these areas. So I've heard some pretty good things about Endwalker recently. Apparently it has a very unique story, which is very different from Shadowbringers, but apparently still very good. So I look forward to what it's gonna be like. But first we gotta play through this, obviously. I mean, where are we in MSQ? Like, what level are these quests? 73 or something? Ah, you have returned! And with the moss fungus legs, I hope? They are tools of my trade, lest you wonder, used to polish metal and leather alike to a lustrous sheen. Now that I have work again, I must replenish my stores. Huzzah! 2 moss fungus legs as befits the work. Ah, to have neither more nor less expected of us than what we can provide, there is no greater joy. You see, for there to be honor in a task, you must receive precisely what it is worth. Too little means you belittle our abilities, and too much means you question our integrity. You've given me fitting payment, so my services are at your disposal. I shall begin by inspecting your equipment. I see. Though I must ask for a small fee for the materials, I'm pleased to say that all your arms and armor may be restored. If you mean to change them in the near future, however, there's no need to hurry. My first repair is complimentary. Here's the coin with which you pay me, with which you may pay me when you desire to have work done. Many thanks for your patronage. Marnos' shop is open for business. Oh, and if you mean to offer your patronage to another, may I suggest East Goof yonder? Judging from your equipment, 'tis plain you're no stranger to battle. I believe East Goof would have something to offer you. I'm probably pronouncing that the weirdest possible way. There you go, repair all my stuff, thank you. Actually, that's another thing I wanted to do, is I wanted to go through more of my abilities. Like Tsubame Gaishi, what is this? Oh! Okay, so that would allow me to pretty much get a double, thing off. What's that called? Midari Setsugeka. Kaishi Setsugeka. Oh, of course, because that's the Tsubame Gaishi. So that makes it a Kaishi Setsugeka. It's a 990 potency. It's a 45 potency dot. Wow. And then a Goken 420. Oh, wow. That's on a 60-second instant cast. Well, don't mind if I do. Wow, great ability. Deep gold ring coffer. Okay. Ah, to have so many men visit us at once. This is a joyous day indeed. If it please you, please give me your patronage. As my patron, I ask that you remove the noxious mushrooms that grow in our cave. Flame spores, they're called. We would tend to them with our magics, except they leave behind a harmful ash. We've no choice but to pluck them one at a time. Now, you will be curious as to what I have to offer. I am a purveyor of wares that will aid you in your travels. In exchange for your fitting payment, I will give you my choicest items. Alright, well, after I do this one, I think I am going to call it an episode. What the heckle speckle am I looking for?
Oh.
It tells me there's something here, but I see nothing.
Yeah, it should be over here.
Oh, there's one.
Yeah.
Flame spores.
Then get in my car. I'll take you the other one.
No, I want to get into a car. What? What do you mean you're not in range? I'm being kidnapped. Help.
Wow. That's rude.
My fiance is kidnapping me.
Okay, fuck this. Just come up this way.
Oh, wow. No! Birdie! Bad boy.
That's rude. I think the other one should be like here.
It says it's back here somewhere.
Yeah, or then it's at this
right
one.
there, yeah. Yeah, so after this one, we're going to call it an episode because it's been about half an hour. Itchy foot.
Okay, tell me when you're done these two little things. There's another like 2 spores that you have to go get.
You have already removed the flame spores? How very quick you are! Oh, but did you perchance search by the western entrance as well? I'm told that more have cropped up in that area. You suck monkey butt. There it is. It's just the one. As you pluck the last of the flame sword, you sense a gaze from the entrance. Oh, it's Minfilia! Gasp! I wasn't spying on you or anything. I've just finished my task and... I should go and report back. I wonder if it would be easier. I'm gonna try something for the next episode. I'm gonna try changing up some settings. Ah, you are returned. Have you dealt with the flame spores by the western entrance as well? Excellent. No more poisonous spores irritating our noses. For a little while, at least. Oh dear, I believe I'm getting sentimental, having a patron again. It reminds me of the old days. Fair every day. I would carry my wares to the castle to offer in exchange for men's patronage. Back then, the castle wasn't called Lygia. The Volbertites built it, and they named it Grunes Licht. It was their last bastion in the struggle against sin-eaters, and now they're gone, all of them. Nobles and knights and common folk alike. Okay. But enough reminiscing. I must give you what you've earned. And if you desire anything else I possess, I would be glad to offer them to you. For a fitting price, of course. And with that, Yaguf's shop is now open. Now, will you be offering your patronage to anyone else?
You can get your little pink parasol in there if you want.
If so, would you consider Wide Lad in this woman's one? Or in this person? Yaguf?
Yeah, if you go, because she'll have the high grade materials and like clothing and stuff.
They've been under the weather of late, and the chance to perform an honorable task would cheer them up. Alright, well, with that we will call it an episode.